Welcome back to SST Zone. Students, today we are going to start our second unit, State Government, in which we will study the role of the government in health. So let's start. In this chapter, we will study the following topics. First, what is health? Second, healthcare in India. Third, public and private care services. Fourth, healthcare and equality. And the number fifth, what can be done? In a democratic setup, the government works for the welfare of its people. All states and union territories have a uniform administrative machinery. It is the responsibility of those machineries, the bureaucrats, to ensure that the citizens are provided with proper health care, education, employment, housing facilities, and a good infrastructure in the form of roads, electricity, drainage, etc. In this chapter, we shall examine the meanings and problems related to health. So, let's start the first topic, what is health? Health means the ability to remain free of illness and injuries. It is not only concerned with illness or diseases but also clean drinking water, good sanitation, hygiene, and population free environment are some factors that contribute towards good health. On the other hand, if people do not get adequate foods to eat or have to live in cramped conditions, they will be prone to illness. Health covers a wide range of activities and services. These are family welfare measures including population control, prevention of food adulteration, drug control, and non communicable diseases, nutritional problems, and environmental concern. So, here we will see who is responsible for the healthcare, in which we will see our next topic, healthcare in India. Healthcare in India is the responsibility of the states. Our constitution advises that every state should raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living of its people, and the improvement of public health is among its primary duties. There is also a nation health policy endorsed by Parliament in 1983. India has ample healthcare resources. India has a large number of doctors, clinics, and hospitals. India is the fourth largest producer of medicines in the world and is also a large exporter of medicines. Here, annual production of medicines is worth rupees 260 billion. The country also has considerable experience and knowledge in running a public healthcare system. This is a system of hospitals and healthcare run by the government. Advancement in medical technology has led to better treatment. Due to the rising level of health facilities in India, a number of medical tourists visit here for treatment because of low cost and world class treatment. However, along with a positive side, there is a negative side also. There are some facts which show how poor the healthcare situation is in our country. The ratio of hospital beds in rural areas is 15 times lower than that for urban areas. The number of doctors in rural areas is almost 6 times less than that in the urban areas. Per capita expenditure on public health is 7 times less in rural areas. Our country has the money, knowledge, and people with experience, but cannot make the necessary health care available to all. In this chapter, we will know at some of the reason for this. To know more about the health facilities in India, just look upon this given story, The Cost of a Cure. It is a story of Aman and Rajan. Both are good friends, where the Rajan's family is well-to-do family. On the other hand, Aman's parents have to struggle to make ends meet. They both were suffering from viral fever, where Rajan got costly medical treatment. Aman's parents cannot afford this. Why? To know more about this, let's move towards our next topic, public and private healthcare service. From this story, you must have understood that we can roughly divide up various healthcare facilities in two categories. Number 1, public health service, and number 2, private health facilities. So what are these? Let's see. Number 1, the public healthcare service. The state government is responsible for looking after public health. Public health expenditure are jointly shared by the central and state government. The health centers work under the supervision of Public Health Center or PHC's doctor. These are the hospitals which are run by government. All these hospitals work as a chain and provide treatment both in urban and rural areas. The public health services are called so because they are meant for all citizens of the country. They try to bring equality by giving care and treatment to even the poor sections of the society. They provide healthcare facilities either free of cost or at very low rate to the poor. Public health system takes actions to prevent the spread of diseases such as tuberculosis, polio, malaria, dengue, diarrhea, etc. Due to the widespread nature of these diseases, the government tries to create awareness among the people and gets them help in the prevention of these diseases. According to our constitution, it is the primary duty of the government to ensure the welfare of the people and provide health care facilities to all. The government must safeguard the right to life of every person. Number 2 is private health facilities. India has a wide range of private health services. A large number of doctors operate clinics in the rural areas. Private doctors operate as registered medical practitioners or RMP. Urban areas have large number of doctors, many of them providing specialized services. There are also many laboratories that do test and offer special facilities such as X-ray, ultrasound, etc. There are many shops which sell medicines of all types. Such medical centers are privately owned and are being run by private firms for profit motive. Medical facilities available at such hospitals are better but very costly. An ordinary citizen can hardly afford to pay for them. Some of these hospitals at New Delhi are Apollo Hospital, Batra Hospital, Max Hospital, Escort Hospital, Sir Gangaram Hospital. So here we can see today the presence of private facilities can be seen all around. In fact, now there are large companies that run hospitals and some are engaged in manufacturing and selling medicines. Medical shops are found in every corner of the country. But here is another question arises that is adequate healthcare available to all? So let's see the answer for this question to our next topic, healthcare and equality. In India, we face a situation where private services are increasing but public services are not. At the cost of these private services is high. Many people cannot afford them. Private services sometimes encourage practice with in unethic. Barely 20% of the Indians population can afford medicines that they require during an illness. Sometimes it is not only the lack of money that prevents people from getting proper medical treatment. Women, for example, are not taken to a doctor to a prompt manner. Women's health concerns are considered to be less important than the health of man in the family. In India, hardly 20% of the population can afford the expensive medical treatment due to poverty and hardships. There is no doubt that the health condition of a large number of people in the country is not good. The healthcare facilities provided by the government are not sufficient and up to modern standards. It is the government's responsibility to provide adequate health, basic treatments, and social conditions to the people. According to UNICEF, more than a million children die every year in India from preventable infections. So, here we can see the adequate healthcare facilities are not available to all. So, what can be done for that? In a democratic country, it is the expectation of the people that government work for their welfare through the provision of education, health, employment, etc. Health is a vital aspect because only healthy people can prove themselves resourceful. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. The Costa Rican government in Central America provides basic services and amenities to all Costa Ricans. For example, it provides safe drinking water, sanitation, nutrition, and housing. We can take example of Kerala. Kerala has made efforts to provide adequate health care to people of the state. This made it possible for a village to make sure that proper planning was done for water, food, women's development, and education. To attain the goals, the state government trains health workers and prepares health plans for every village. The state government also ensures adequate and regular supply of essential medicines and equipments. The resources needed to provide these services are obtained from the money which the public pay in the form of tax. These are some ideas through which government can provide the equal and good health facilities to all citizens. Student, here the chapter is complete. Hope you understood this. Now here are few questions which you have to do in your notebook. Question 1. What do people in a democratic country expect the government? Question number 2. Name some waterborne diseases. Question 3. What do we need to prevent and treat illness? Question 4. What do you mean by a public health care system? Question 5. What is the full form of RMP? Where are they found? Question 6. Why are poor people more likely to fall ill? And the question 7 is, why are women not taken to a doctor in a prompt manner? So students, hope you understood this chapter. For our more videos, keep watching SST Zone.